Man, what a joy to be celebrating 25 years of Dallas K-Life.
I had the privilege of being on staff with K-Life and all through the first little part of the years in Dallas, from the 80s right there to early 90s, before I got married and the Lord had me on to other things.
Good night, my shirts. Why do I still have these shirts? They're so old. Love it. This one is all faded and early 90s we're talking about, I think.
You know, we think of K-Life typically as a ministry just to kind of care for those kids in this little area that we're in, but it's always been so much more. It's been setting men on the course the rest of their life to be godly daddies and godly husbands, godly leaders in their communities, women to grow up, be able to shepherd their kids and contribute to their communities in ways that forever transforms them. A lot of my K-Life kids now have kids that are coming up through the K-Life system today, and I want to tell you, the way their kids are going through these high school years are completely different for some of them than the way they did because of what happened in the lives of their parents, some now almost 25 years ago.
My life was touched immensely. I thank God for the board that we had and continue to have. Completely supportive. Even when we came back from Israel, I remember Ty Miller saying, he was the board president at the time, saying, yeah, we weren't so sure if going to Israel was a good idea or not, but they let us go anyway.
But I think about how kids were over at the house all the time, playing basketball, hanging out, laughing together, eating deer sausage, talking about Christ until late into the morning.
I guess it was the year '95. We decided that K-Life was going to be fun. It was going to be not just for the elite Christians or just the studious Christians, but it was a fun deal too. So we snuck into the high school one day just as mariachi singers, and we went during the lunch hour and walked from table to table singing, La Bamba and La Cucaracha, and, shaking our bean jar and playing our guitar, and we got kicked out.
Watching kids come for the very first time to a clear understanding of who God was, what the gospel was about, and what it meant to walk with Christ and be freed up from a life addicted to self. I've watched families get healed when their children were transformed. And I watched a community be infiltrated with really good things.
All the crazy stuff that happens, I'm really glad that K-Life still exists. And the reason why it does is because it is a pillar in the community, standing for everything that's good in Highland Park. The families and the kids, the churches, some of the greatest people in the world. And we get to stand alongside you. And for me, it's the greatest years of my single adult life.
One of the great advantages of K-Life was that kids that were really in some other churches got to connect with each other and see other believers in their school that they could partner with together to infect that school with the salt and light that Christ talks about. So a lot of people think K-Life just is what happens a couple of nights a week, and it's so much more. And with the benefit of 25 years now behind us, I think we can see it benefits more than just those few years your kids are in high school. It's literally a part of affecting a community and a world for Christ.